When we found Kofi's body by the old baobab tree, he was clutching the golden amulet. Everyone said it was cursed. They said it had claimed another soul. I didn't believe in curses, but Kofi did. He believed the stories more than anyone. Kofi was my best friend. We grew up together in our small village, hearing tales about the amulet from our elders. They said it had been in the village for many generations. It was a gift from the gods, but it could bring great trouble if misused. The amulet was beautiful, with intricate carvings and a single, shining gemstone. But it had been hidden away because of the dangers it brought. Kofi was obsessed with the amulet. He would spend hours listening to the stories about it. He knew every detail, every legend. As we grew older, his obsession grew stronger. He believed the amulet held great power. He wanted to find it and prove the stories were true. One night, Kofi came to me, his eyes shining with excitement. "I found it," he whispered. "I know where the amulet is hidden." I tried to talk him out of it. "Leave it alone, Kofi. It's not worth the risk." But he wouldn't listen. He was determined. The next day, he disappeared into the forest. He was gone for hours. When he came back, he had the amulet. He was holding it like it was the most precious thing in the world. "I have it," he said. "Now we can see if the stories are true." Over the next few days, Kofi changed. He became more withdrawn, more obsessed. He would sit by himself, staring at the amulet, muttering to himself. He stopped eating, stopped sleeping. I was worried, but I didn't know how to help him. Then, one morning, I went to his hut and found it empty. I searched the village, but he was nowhere to be found. Finally, I went to the old baobab tree. And there he was, lying on the ground, clutching the amulet. The villagers said the amulet had claimed another soul. They said it was cursed. I didn't want to believe it, but when I saw the look of fear on Kofi's face, I started to wonder if maybe they were right. After that, the village elders took the amulet and hid it away again. They said it was too dangerous to keep. They said it needed to be forgotten. But I couldn't forget. Kofi had believed in the stories. He had given his life for them. I wanted to understand why. So, I started my own quest. I talked to the elders, I listened to their stories. I searched for answers. I learned that the amulet had been a gift from the gods, but it had been caused by a jealous spirit. The spirit had wanted the amulet for itself and had placed a curse on it so that anyone who possessed it would be driven mad. The amulet had brought great suffering to our village, but it had also brought great power. Those who had possessed it had been able to do incredible things, but they had all paid a terrible price. In the end, I realized that the amulet was both a blessing and a curse. It had the power to change lives, but it also had the power to destroy them. Kofi had believed in its power, and it had claimed his life. I couldn't let his death be in vain. I had to tell his story, and the story of the amulet, so that others would understand its true nature. And so, I became the keeper of the stories. I became the one who would pass down the tales of the amulet to future generations. I would tell them of its beauty and its danger, its power and its curse. And I would remind them that some things are best left forgotten.